Let's bring in Mario Ottiglio. He's a global health policy expert and the managing director of High Lantern Group. Thank you so much for joining us on the program today. Now, these cough syrups, they were manufactured by the Indian pharmaceutical firm Maiden Pharmaceuticals, and they clearly messed up during the production phase. But doesn't the medication go through other phases before it's exported, where they could have figured out that there was a batch that was contaminated?
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me. And yes, that's what should be the case. This is clearly a problem of failure when it comes to the regulatory authorities. Basically, something has not worked in the verification before exports, and of course in the receiving countries. I mean, we have heard already from your strip that there was problem in a lot of developing countries is the ability and the capability and the availability of different centers where you can actually lab and you can test your products. So there must have been definitely a problem on that side.
Right, we had a guest on earlier who used to be a public health officer in the Gambia and said that his country has been subject to international medical commerce. What does he mean by saying that?
Difficult to second guess, but I think it's it refers to one of the dimensions of this problem, which is when you look into trade of medical products or alleged medical products, like falsified most of the time, becoming basically a source of money, criminal activity. So it could be that it could refer definitely to that side of the problem where we have organized crime actually working tirelessly, actually, just to make money on the health of people. So he may have looked into probably that situation.
So how often do countries face this problem where they're put in a situation because of poor regulation, or they are indeed subject to international medical commerce?
I think there are two sides of the aspects, right? When you talk about substandards, of course, it's too early to judge this case in Gambia, but it looks like, that the presence of contaminants may suggest that. When you look into substandards, it's really like we're talking about authorized medicine, but not produced at the utmost, quality. And there, the need is regulatory and government control. Use the international tools, use the international instruments that are there. The governments are not doing enough in that. There is a bit of a lack of regulatory oversight and legislation in many places. When you talk about organized crime, well, that's still a different story. We're talking most of the time about products with, may not be this case, but products with rat poison, with antifreeze, things that are just marketed in order for those organizations to have money to do other type of things. And there, we need a global effort. We need global discussions to happen, which is not happening actually as much in this period.
Right, more global attention needs to be brought to this issue. All right, Mario Ottiglio, thank you so much for joining us here on the NewsHour. It was a pleasure speaking to you.